my channel. Today we are going to discuss what is the most important requirement to score a 9 band in reading. Now, you have noticed a lot of videos are there which will tell you tips and tricks to score 9 band. Even on my channel you'll find a lot of videos for those type questions, how to score that. But before that, before getting to what tips and tricks to apply and all those things, there is one very important thing that need to be done so that your process of IELTS preparation is not very tiring, not very time consuming, and in limited amount you can get the desired results. So let's start. First thing is, whenever you are planning to start your IELTS preparation, before that attempt at least 3 to 4 reading mock tests. You can use Cambridge books to attempt 3 to 4 mock tests. After that, we will analyze what is the wrong or what type of question is wrong, and accordingly we can plan which way to go forward. So today I'm going to tell you how to identify which way to go forward based on your analysis of wrong answers. So first thing is attempt 3 to 4 mock tests. Today we are just taking one mock test answers. What you can do, you can take 3 to 4 and you can do a comparative analysis on that. Then accordingly you can move forward for your planning part so that you can plan how to work on your reading format. So say if this is an answer sheet of one of my student, and how I am going to help that student by understanding where he is going wrong. Okay, so say first, let's take first parameter. So the first parameter is, say student answer, these answers are wrong. So say this is the result. So all your reading is going to have 3 passages and 40 questions. So say this is the result. By analyzing this thing, what first thing I can notice is, generally student is good enough with all types of question, but he or she is facing problem in true, false and matching heading. These are the two problematic question area for the student. So in that case, what I will suggest to the student is, first, rather than practice complete mock test, doing 15, 16, 20 mock tests, first do practice a lot of true, false, matching heading, understand the tips and tricks, where you are falling apart, why you are not able to score, and then once you think, okay, now your true, false, not given matching heading, you are able to score good, then start doing your mock test. If that student follow this strategy, definitely in just 15 days he can score 8 to 9 band. Okay, so first thing is, identify what are the type of question that is wrong, and so that you can work on that type of question. Fine. So first pattern is this, where I have noticed that, okay, true, false and matching heading is the problematic area for the student. Okay, now let's move for the next type. What are the next type of problematic area? Just a moment. Okay, so say now this is the answer sheet, and I have noticed student answers this is the answer sheet of my student. So by observing this answer sheet, I can figure out, okay, so the student is able to get section 1 correct, just one wrong, section 2 correct, but in section 3 a lot of questions are wrong. So here either we can apply the first technique, okay, now matching heading and matching statement are wrong. Second, one more area of concern can be the time problem. So now what is this time problem, time management problem is, when he was doing section 1, he took say 25-30 minutes, good time, and he able to get a score. In section 2 again he took 20-25 minutes, he is able to get do it well. But in section 3 he is left with just 5 to 10 minutes. So in hurry he got this wrong answer, else he could get the correct answer. So how to identify whether time is a problem with you or not? Attempt the mock test without observing the time. Say, and you can see that, okay, when I'm not taking time into consideration, then just one or two questions are wrong. Apart from that, all questions are correct. So that means in that case, time is the concern area. How to work on the time part? So say to complete a mock test with all correct answers, just one or two wrong answers, you are able to complete in 80-minute time. Okay, so next time try completing it in 70 minutes, then try completing in 60 minutes, then 55 minutes. Okay, why I'm telling 55 minutes? Because if you practice for 55 minutes, then 60 minutes will be accurate for attempting the whole test. Okay, now it sounds easy, but when you practice, I have seen a student face difficulty. So what you can follow the practice in this is divide your sections with the time. Like instead of having a 80-minute time, what you can do, you can divide section 1 I will complete in 20 minutes, section 2 I'll complete in 20 minutes, and section 3 I'll complete in 20 minutes. Then make it 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, and 25 minutes. So accordingly, also in this case also you can identify where you are facing problem and where you need to improve on that part. So first thing, identifying the type of question and working on this. Second thing, identifying whether time is a concern area for you or not and working on the time part. Now after this, let's see what other thing we can do. Let me first clear out this. Okay. Now say this is the answer sheet, and what I have noticed is student answers are wrong. Summary completion, there are 4 wrong, and in sentence completion there are 2 wrong. So what is this pattern? This is telling when it's come to understanding, like true false matching, the student is able to score there. But when it's come to when he or she have to write the answer, then the student is facing the problem. So now you need to work on the vocab part, spelling part, and in reading, the best thing is you can copy your answer from the passage. You don't have to think the spelling by yourself. But in copying answer also student do mistakes. So say here it's priest, student write priest, wrong answer. Photographer spelling is wrong, frustration spelling is wrong. So this means he has to be a little bit more attentive while writing the answers, or he need to work on the vocab part a little bit. So I can assume, okay, in this case, student is pretty well with the understanding, comprehending, but he face problem when he have to write the answer. So maybe it's a spelling problem, maybe it's a vocab problem. So student need to work on that part. So this is the third parameter on which student need to work upon. Okay, now let's see what is the last and the fourth parameter which need to work upon. So say this is your answer sheet and student is not able to get matching heading, matching information, and matching statements correct. So in this case, what is student facing problem in? Because true, false, summary, sentence, all these types questions follow a chronological order. But once it comes to matching type of question, order is not followed. So that means student is facing problem when he has to read the passage multiple times. He's maybe either consuming a lot of time in that, he's reading each and every word, understanding each and every word. So that means the student is facing problem. So that means student is facing problem in skimming or scanning. So he need to work on that part. So understanding is not an issue, but when he has to read passage multiple times because in multiple heading or multiple information or matching your statement, in this case answers don't follow the order. So that's why it's very important. The first step before you start your preparation of reading is attempt 3 to 4 mock tests, do a comparative analysis of all the mock tests, identify your pattern of error, and then work on that pattern. How to work? There you apply the tips and tricks and everything. Fine. Definitely, if you do in this way, no one can stop you in getting a 8.5 or 9 band for sure. So all the best for your test. If in case you guys have any doubt, you can post in the comment box. Please subscribe to the channel because we have a lot of your live classes, and I'm coming with a 10-hour program for us, so you'll get the notification for the same. Thank you so much.